Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here to bring you a very important update on Bitcoin and Ethereum. Ethereum has such a high ROI potential and it is one of the safest plays you can make in crypto, in my opinion. Bitcoin leads the market. We will discuss both these very important coins, how they affect the rest of the cryptocurrency market, the altcoins, and talk about what I see happening with both short-term and long-term. So if you like the sound of that, please like, subscribe, comment, and share, and hit that bell icon to be notified of new uploads. We will be breaking down a bunch of very interesting cryptocurrencies all throughout this bull run. So guys, the market is at an immensely interesting place right now. I hardly even know where to begin. Bitcoin and Ethereum are both pumping right now. They were both in ascending triangles. Both seem to have broken down and seem to be now recovering. If indeed we see continuation of this pumpage, this could be an absolutely amazing fake out where things look like they were gonna crash and burn, and they may still yet, but things are looking very interesting. So in regards to Ethereum, Ethereum's in this ascending triangle here. We broke down and now we're trying to break back in within the ascending triangle. We're up against major resistance with our pitchfork being drawn from this low, this high, this retracement. Okay, our 100 EMA on the 1 hour is right up against us, acting as resistance, as well as this green line here. Super strong resistance all right here for Ethereum. So if we can get above this level, if we can get above like 1130, I think it's a matter of time before we test 1150. If we can get above 1150 and close above 1150, we may in fact see further pumping and retesting of recent all-time highs. It's crazy to think that that may be possible, given that the market seemed to be been forming head and shoulders, which is very bearish. But if we continue to see pumping such as this in higher highs, I believe the head and shoulder may in fact be invalid. So as well, taking a look at Bitcoin even looking better than Ethereum in my opinion in the short term, because Bitcoin has fully broken above its ascending triangle here. We were in a descending triangle here, more of a micro one, broke out bullishly. We tried to break down below this ascending triangle for a second time here and broke out again. So Bitcoin just does not seem to want to break down. I'd expect a large definitive move outside of this ascending triangle within the next half day here. I think we're going to see a big move with Bitcoin where we decide whether or not to break out or break down further. If we break out, I think 36,000 kind of 800 is a breakout point. If we can get above that, guys, I think we're testing these higher levels. I think it's just a matter of time. Now let's draw a pitchfork, see if we can find potential resistance coming up ahead. So, guys. If we break above these levels, we may very well test for Bitcoin all-time highs. That's definitely a possibility. Now, looking at our indicators here, on the 2 hour, everything seems to want to go up except our stochastic. We may have a bit of a leg down. Now, let's zoom in a bit further. Let's go to the 15 on our indicators. Yeah, so things are pretty overextended when it comes to our indicators in Bitcoin. I think we're going to have a little bit of a leg down here, possibly fall down and retest this green line as support. If indeed we can fall down and touch this green line and hold it as support, I think it's a matter of time before we're testing 36,730. And if we could break above that, I think there's a good chance we could break and reach all-time highs. So moving back to Ethereum here, basically I think the critical place we need to look in regards to Ethereum if we're to remain bullish is if we can get above our EMAs here on the hourly. If we can get above the 100 EMA here on the hourly and the 1150, I think there's a good chance we're flying. Perhaps likely to meet resistance, I'd say, at our recent all-time highs at 1350, and perhaps test all-time highs if we can continue to break up. Now, if we break down, I drew a few support resistance levels. I think the mid thousands are going to act as support if we break down. Aside from that, I think 1020 to like 1010 is going to act as support. Aside from that, 960 to 940, critical support, 618 fib retracement right there. I think this support level is going to be very critical for Ethereum if indeed we do decide to break down, because we did find support around these levels previously, and the 618 is right there. So I would expect kind of like the 150, 950, 940 to act as very important critical support for Ethereum. As well, the 890 to 900 is going to act as support if indeed we do break down, at least temporary. I think the most critical support level for Ethereum is the 760 to 715, really. A lot of sideways price action there, a lot of volume. The breakout point was there. So I expect this to be kind of like worst case scenario if indeed we break down. So guys, you know, like if I'm looking at the market right now, I'm considering either adding to my long-term bags or looking to trade. Things are in a very precarious state right now, right? With Bitcoin and Ethereum, we're near apexes. I honestly personally would be looking to kind of sit this out until we kind of break out and understand direction more clearly. Another thing to consider here is Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance is an immensely important chart to keep our eyes out for. Whenever Bitcoin dominance pumps, the altcoins typically suffer. Whenever it crashes, the altcoins typically benefit. And we're near an apex. We're right up against it. We're very likely to have a breakout within the next few hours here. Like right now, we're testing the walls. I mean, let's say we break down further, we might have a day if we break down and mess around in these lower ranges. But bottom line is we're testing this line right now. So I think we're likely to see a big move with Bitcoin dominance within the next 24 hours here. And this will whatever way this goes is definitely going to have an effect on the altcoins for sure. So again, guys, if anything interesting happens with any of this, any breakouts, we'll definitely be talking about it in our Discord group. Link to join that will be down in the description below. As well, guys, the DXY, the dollar index, whenever the dollar falls, other currencies benefit, other currencies such as crypto. So we've been pumping a little bit as of late. This is the 6 hour, finding a little bit of rejection. If we continue to go for that leg down, I think that's just going to be one of the factors that help out crypto a little bit here. So guys, just to summarize my thoughts, we're near very critical points with Bitcoin dominance, Ethereum trying to break into this ascending triangle. So I'm kind of going to be waiting on the sidelines in the short term until like things break out and we understand direction more clearly. Now I have been accumulating my long-term bags all throughout these regions here because with Ethereum specifically, because guys, I think Ethereum is criminally undervalued. Any Ethereum below all-time highs for Ethereum being $1,450 really, is undervalued in my opinion. I think Ethereum has a good chance of reaching 10% of Bitcoin's total price at the peak of this bull run. And I think Bitcoin has a good chance of reaching the hundreds of thousands of dollars. So I'm immensely bullish on Ethereum. Even if I didn't catch the exact bottom, I believe anything below all-time highs is a good place to enter in regards to Ethereum. Now, we are near an apex, so I think waiting out to see where things go, where we break out from these regions could be a good idea in my opinion. You know, not everyone is just as willing to buy the dip without having an understanding of direction as I am. So guys, I think long term nothing fundamentally has changed. We have had a massive run up with Bitcoin and Ethereum. In my opinion, it makes all the sense in the world to have we had like a 28% pullback. Guys, pullbacks are healthy, and it sucks in the short term when it's happening, but you actually want to see pullbacks. It makes the bull run sustainable. You can't go up in a straight line forever. That's unsustainable. So guys, the dynamics between demand and supply and the Americans, you know, with the reserve currency printing trillions of dollars has not gone away. Sure, there's FUD news stories all the time of, you know, there's dumps, whales sell, there's regulations, but that doesn't change the fact that we're at the height of demand when it's increasing, when the supply has been the lowest, and the Americans are printing trillions of dollars, devaluing their currency, and inflating other assets such as crypto. That hasn't changed. That math hasn't changed. And so yes, when we have corrections in the short term, it sucks, but I don't think any of this FUD, news stories, regulation, corrections, in my opinion, it doesn't change anything long term. The supply demand dynamics are still there, especially even with Ethereum. With Ethereum 2.0 being rolled out, a bunch of the supply is being locked up for an extended period of time. Guys, these assets, Bitcoin and Ethereum, are deflationary at this point. And the SEC has ruled them not securities. So with these two specifically, there's not that fear of SEC regulations. And with Ethereum having a higher ROI potential than Bitcoin long term, in my opinion, that's why I'm buying these dips. So guys, in the short term, price is uncertain. When near apexes, we have to see what way we break out in order to understand direction more clearly, or if we're near critical levels. So guys, don't forget to stay tuned to this channel. We'll be breaking all this down all throughout this bull run. Check out our Discord, check out our Twitter, check out our Rarible store, give us a follow and all those things. Link for all that down in the description below. That's it for now. I'll wrap it up. Take care.